All my ladies, Twinsare.
Oh, shit, just saying.
It did?
Yeah.
Then we are 8 seconds into it.
How about that?
All my ladies, Twinsare.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It is Coco in the house, and TJ is in the house, and my drawer is in the house.
This is that part we're gonna edit.
God darn it!
29 seconds and we rolling.
What up everybody, Coco Ren is in the house.
What's up? It's TJ. It's your boy. It's your brother. Here, twin.
This ain't no rap concert. What was that?
I wasn't even rapping.
What?
It was my introduction.
You sound like you about to introduce the next rap video or something.
Hey,
TJ,
what's up?
aka Dreadlock, aka oh,
Hey, but my mixtape is coming. I ain't got no mixtape.
You can't even mix a cake.
This is true.
Oh, you can't?
I don't bake.
Useless.
Anyway, hello everyone. Coco is here. Today we're going to talk about something that I feel like is a problem and it really needs to be fixed.
What's
in
that?
20. Can I finish my sentence?
I'm sorry, I was intrigued. I want to know.
Don't get unvived up in here. Now, what I feel like is a problem with especially like us, our age, young adults, is relationships and why they so full of crap nowadays. Like, okay, you guys remember back then when we used to do those, when they used to have those songs that we listened to with our parents and our grandparents and Temptations. They sing about love and affection. Now everybody is a bitch and a hoe.
This is true.
But it's like with relationships, they're so not relationships anymore. Relationships used to consist of two people that, got to know each other, realized that they liked each other, built a relationship, and they were with that one person, and, were happy, and they weren't cheating every 5 minutes, and they didn't have like 6 girlfriends and stuff. Now a relationship is, send me a naked pic, we together now.
Send me a naked pic, we're together. And we're officially together with 6 people on the side just in case something messes up.
It's like, how do you do that? How do you decide that, oh, we're going to be together tomorrow, but today I'm with so-and-so. Like, that's how a lot of relationships are, and it's so weird and just so pathetic to me. Like, y'all really got to get it together on that one. Well, here's a problem I have with relationships. Why do people get in relationships just because it's beneficial? Like, there are some people that they will get in a relationship just so that they could say that they're in a relationship, just so they could say, oh, I've been in a relationship. Then they get in a relationship with the person. Then it turns out that they don't like that person. And then in some cases, some people will get into relationships with people and they'll get in relationships just for the sex, but then it turns out the person themselves isn't all that. So I feel like that's a problem as well, twin.
My problem with relationships is don't go in either. But don't get with someone if you're not 100% sure that you want to be with this person at all. Like, if you just want her to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend, husband, wife, if that's whatever your relationship goals are, don't go into it if you're not 100% sure this is what you want your relationship to go for.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there are some people I know that I think with a lot of people with relationships, it's a low self-esteem issue. Like, they feel like nobody wants them, so then when they find somebody that says, oh, they're cute or they want them, whatever, they automatically take that as, oh, this is right, this is the person I'm supposed to be in a relationship with. But you're constantly having all these problems, so clearly that person is not the person that you need to be in a relationship with if you're getting to the point where it's getting to abusive, but you're mistaking it for love and a real relationship.
What she said. What I tell people is don't settle for less. What do I mean by settling for less? Settling for less to me is not what the person looks like on the outside. Settling for less is if you're not into that person at all, like what she said. If I've been trying to go after people all my life, whatever, and no one seems to like me. But I don't like her, but she says to me that she likes me, and I feel like, oh, I get with her. It's not because that I really like her. It's because, you know, she claims that she likes me or whatever, and now we're in this relationship. Another thing, people jump into relationships without even getting to know who the person is.
Right. Like, you could, like, they'll get in a relationship with somebody just because they're cute. Like, are we really in high school where you get with some, or not even high school? You used to do that stuff in elementary. Remember when you would get with the boy just because he was cute, or you would get with the girl just because she was cute or whatever? You never, like, and that's in elementary when you don't really think about the person too much. You just think about, oh my god, he's so cute, I wish he was my boyfriend. But it's like, as soon as you get, like, when you get older, you start realizing that personality and things like that also count for a lot. Somebody can be really cute but really ignorant, and that's one thing that I've noticed. Like, not with all cute guys, but a person can look one way and their personality can be another way. Like, somebody can be not necessarily the most attractive person, but they have a really pure heart and a really kind soul. And I think that counts more than somebody that's cute but they're ignorant, or they have a bad attitude or something like that. That's not something that I think a person who really wants to be in a relationship should have to deal with, unless it's something they like. Now, if that's something you like, that's on you. But I think for healthy relationships, it should be it should be a few things. One, I think it should be communication. Communication is a big one. It should be a mutual feelings for the other. Like, if you like one person but they don't necessarily like you as much as you like them, then maybe you should not be in a relationship and trying to make a relationship work that's based off of feelings that are not mutual feelings.
Yeah, and a good relationship would be, oh, you know what? A good relationship to me has always been this, and this is how I approach all my relationships. If I'm interested in a girl, we'll take it back. Whatever girl I'm interested in, I get to know her as a friend first, because I don't know her. To me, as of right now, me and this girl, we're just total strangers. We get to know her name, we build friendship. As friendship, you know, level increases, whatever. I may have feelings for her, but I don't know how she feels about me. If I come to find out that she does have mutual feelings towards me, then later on we may start dating and stuff like that. But bottom line is, if someone says that they like me, I don't just jump in and say, okay, now we're together. I need to know who you are. I need to know what you think. I need to know what you think about different aspects of life. What's your background like? Because believe it or not, people's background does play into how they are in a relationship, because the person may seem nice 1 minute, but once you start really getting to know that person, then what you think is change is not really them changing. It's really them, how they live every day, and they're dealing with stuff that they've had in the past. A bunch of luggage, I should say. And we've all met people that had a lot of luggage, and they bring that into a relationship, and it's not healthy and it won't work.
I think, like, with what a lot of people should do is what you're supposed to be doing when you're thinking about getting a relationship with somebody, is start off as friends. If you really want to know someone and how they are, it starts off with the friendship. Friendship, I think, is what always comes first. People jump into some stuff so fast without knowing the person, and then it's like, once you're with them, you start noticing stuff that you didn't like, which you would have peeped all that out if you started off as friends first. And then you could have been like, whoa, I don't know about this, I don't think this is gonna work.
You would have seen all of that coming.
You would have seen all that, and then you could have avoided the awkwardness of maybe a breakup or having to talk about all this and stuff. The most when you will see somebody's true colors is when you actually build a friendship with them, when you're talking to them, when you're hanging out with them. You're gonna see so much, and then you can decide right then and there whether this is gonna work, or if you gotta keep it pushing, because this may not be something that you want. So that's what
I was gonna say is, I heard this is a quote that someone important to me told me. And I asked him, I was like, why is it that, and I was telling him about another friend of mine's relationship and then another person's relationship. And I was wondering, and I asked him, why is it that a relationship in this scenario, why isn't it not working or something like that? And he told me is because, see, a lot of people date wrong. And what he told me, matter of fact, it was my father. He said that a lot of people are dating wrong, and they're doing it because instead of getting to know a person as friends that we've been saying all along, they jump into the relationship as lovers. And it's either one, you just quote unquote love the person, but a lot of times it's under lust. You all have sexual relations with each other, and then when the breakup or the relationship falls apart, what do you all have to fall back on? There's nothing. So the relationship just dies completely. There's no friendship or bond that's been built, so you have nothing to support your bond. So once you break up, it collapses.
I think another problem that people have, and everyone's gonna laugh when I say this, but too many people are stuck trying to compromise for somebody else. Stop laughing at me.
Bruh.
Leave me alone, okay? Oh, sorry, that's a big problem for me. Like, I don't feel like, say if you get with somebody and they say, oh, they love everything about you, you're so amazing, blah, 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 blah. Then you get together, then they start trying to change you, and you start agreeing to that. So basically, you're compromising for that person. And I feel like, you know, you shouldn't have to change for somebody. You shouldn't have to compromise for somebody if they can't take you the way that you are, the way you were when you guys were dating and stuff. That's when you get all that out and you start saying, you know, what you like, what you don't like. You can weed it out and figure out, oh, okay, well, maybe this is not gonna work, because that's when you, like, I'm never gonna, somebody wants to come into my life and they want to be with me, but they want me to change, but they want to be with me. What do I need to change for? What do I need to compromise for? And that's for, with me, that's for any situation, but we'll get to that later. This is only about relationships. But it's like, you can't sit there and tell me that I need to change, but you want to be with me. So what am I compromising for?
You're entering my life as how I am. Why do I need to change for you? And the same goes, now she said that being in a relationship, and I'll say for being out of a relationship, if you're going after somebody or chasing after someone, you should not ever change who you are
to get them,
to try and get their attention. You do that, you destroy a part of yourself. I've done it before.
It's like you hide a part of yourself and you aren't able to be as free, and in the end you're not happy. Like, you're not you don't feel a sense of freedom, because you're not free, because you're stuck trying to be in this bubble and trying to be quote unquote perfect for somebody else. And then it turns out you're not really all that perfect, because if you were, you wouldn't have to put on this charade just to get somebody to like you. Clearly that person does not like you if they want you to change all dramatically and stuff. If you feel like there's nothing wrong with you, then what are they changing you for? They need to find somebody that fits more of their standards and leave you to do what you do, and leave you to find somebody that accepts you for who you are. Be yourself, children. I cannot stress how much it is important to be yourself, whether it's in relationships, around family, around friends, whatever. If people can't accept you for who you are, they don't like you for being yourself, then they can't be around you, because they're just going to keep bringing you down and bringing you down
to their level, which is comfortable for them, because that's what they are in life. That's who they
it's how
are.
they want you to be, but it's not about them. In your life, it's about you. So one more thing that I really need to talk about, because I feel like it's really important, is this. Ladies, a man that puts his hands on you does not love you. It's not a relationship. If he abuses you mentally or physically.
I just put my hand on her. She said, okay. You said if a man puts his hand on you, he don't love you. I love you. Love you too.
He almost died, y'all don't even know. Almost killed him. Like I was saying, a man that puts his hands on you or abuses you verbally, mentally, physically, anything to try to bring you down, that man does not love you, and he does not love himself. And this is for men and women in this situation. Women, obviously, like I said, if a man loves you, he will not put his hands on you. He will respect you and treat you as the queen that you are. And for men that do this, it's obvious that you don't love yourself, and you can't expect someone else to love you if you can't love yourself. You can't expect for someone to say to give you the affection that you're looking for if you can't give yourself that love and affection. And the same goes for women. If you really love yourself, you would not allow someone to put you in an abusive situation. You would get out of that situation and go for someone that loves you and cares about you. There are plenty of people in this world that will love you if you give them a chance to.
I guess this will be my last comment, but whoever you're going for, or whoever wants you, don't forget that, don't ever view the relationship as you're the only person that's in their world. What do I mean by that? For instance, if I'm chasing a girl and in my eyes she's beautiful, she's not the only one that's beautiful in my eyes. She's beautiful in other people's eyes also, and there are plenty of other people that want her. But if she decides to get with me, then continue to treat her as a queen. Once you get with her, don't let your guard down. Don't treat
her any less of a queen. Give her the same attention and put in the same energy as you did in trying to win her over throughout the relationship. You do that, you should be pretty good. What a lot of people forget is once they get the person that they want, they forget that the person that they got is still the person that other people want. And if you're not treating them right, then those other people who are most likely in your close circle will try and get at them.
I'm sorry. So anyway, that's it for us, you guys. Just wanted to cover on that a little bit. So you know what to do to talk to either one of us. Follow me on Twitter at IBCococentric.
Active Life.
And follow me on Instagram at NaturallyCoco.
Active Life TJ.
And like me on Facebook, Naturally Coco.
That's it for today's Twin Time, you guys. Hope you guys are having a great 2015. And we'll see you later.
And we're out. Are we out? We're still in. Whenever she wants to end this video, I guess. So we'll just look at the crowd.
Bye!